If you are looking to buy cheap and safe and reliable coin, go over to U7Buy and use code CV3 for 8% off. Link is in the description or link is in the comments to get cheap and safe coins so you can get the cards you want in the game. CV3. We had a very big issue. The striker position was vacant and we needed somebody to fill it. And so it has now been filled by Jackson Martinez. And today we're going to be testing out, finding out the truth about this card by breaking it down into 6 categories to help you decide whether or not you should buy this card and if it's wondrous, mid, or doo-doo. But why should you listen to me? Well, I consistently get rank 2 in FUT champion. I'm also a top 10% elite division player, so I believe I can use my abilities to help guide you to use the best cards to help get you more wins in FC25. So first we got to talk about the most important things for a striker that you need to know: the shooting and clinicality ability, the finishing ability, the pace, and also the dribbling. And we'll get into that, and I'll make sure I'll tell you the best ways to use that part of the card if you do end up deciding to buy him. But first, let's just start off with the stuff that are not as important but still important for a striker, which would be the physicality. And with Jackson Martinez, he's a 5'9" player, and I ain't gonna lie, with physicality, he does have the ability to hold off some defenders, especially when they're trailing behind him and you want to hold them off. He has that ability. I tested it and he didn't absolutely shift over like a bozo and fall to the ground and left there like a doo-doo with the name on it. He was able to hold his own, which is nice. So when it comes to him winning the air, he always has great jumping stats with it being 98. So he can fly like an eagle into the air. But would he win it? Being 5'9", most of the time in this game, you're not really going to win in the air, especially because he doesn't even have aerial playstyle. So if he jumps high, he's probably going to miss or not win it. He could contest, but that's about it. But what about the defensive capability? Because for a striker, you need to be able to like press, right? Don't give a damn about no damn defense. He's a striker. But I do care about the passing ability. Can he play that tiki-taka Barcelona? Can he send them over the tops to one of your wingers if he's getting pressured? Well, look at here. I found that Jackson Martinez, one of the few strikers where I actually noticed how bad his passing was. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, yo, send that over the top. Bro, no. Send that through, bro, no. It was very shaky. He can get the ground passes, short passes pretty well, but if you're trying to advance forward with your attacker, he's not going to be the guy for you. Well, at least for me, he didn't show that. So what do I recommend with this card? Put a chemistry style that puts up his passing ability for sure. And try and keep the passes short with him. Don't try and send them over the tops too much because he could fail you. But what about the pace? Now looky here. He's only got 88 pace, but he has quick step, regular, don't come with no rapido. And I found that you can do the speed boost a little bit, but it's nothing crazy to where your opponent can still probably catch up to you or hold you off. His speed boost is not crazy. It's still decent though in small spaces, but for the most part, he's not going to be that striker that gets him behind very easily. So I suggest if you see that there's a space with Jackson Martinez, hit that quick speed boost and try and hit the finesse like Messi outside of the box or even inside the box if you get the space. But don't try and always run in behind with him. You're going to get clamped up for the most part. But what about the dribbling ability? Can he do a little bit of that twist and turn that we like to see from strikers and attack? Well, look at here. I found his dribbling was quite responsive. It was pretty good. Now, I'm not going to say it's the best dribbler of the world like the Neymaras of the world or the Nwaneris or it's Messi, the GOAT. No, I say his dribbling is still very solid for a striker. He can do certain things that you would expect from a striker. Twist and turn to the right amount. He's not going to be ridiculous, but I do believe you can do a lot of dribble moves to try and create space from your opponent to maybe do a quick short pass and have the other player make a great advance forward on your attack. But don't be afraid to do twists and turns with him to find some space, especially in the box to get off a shot. But then the shooting and clinicality ability comes into play. Can he hit the finesse like Messi? Well, looky here. His finesse like Messi is very dangerous in that box. Otherworldly. It was so smooth, like you're spreading butter on bread. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely wondrous. That finesse like Messi, Trivella's in the box. You can be very clinical with Jackson Martinez in the box. But outside of the box, it is still nice, but a little bit shaky sometimes because for some reason they gave him 85 long shots. So it's up and down sometimes. It won't be crazy. It's still good because he has great shot power, but the game is a little bit shaky with that. But overall, his clinicality ability, I do believe is still top tier for a striker. But with all that being said, do I classify him as a wondrous, mid, or doo-doo card? Well, looky here. Before I say that, if you enjoyed the video so far, be sure to join the Discord, link in the description to become a part of the community, the CVF. So I do believe the way you would use this card for shooting is spam them finesse like Messi's all the time, especially in the box. But overall, I'm gonna classify Jackson Martinez as a mid-risk card. I feel like there's certain things that other strikers can do and can do a little bit better for probably cheaper or the same price. And at this point, you want most of your strikers to have 5-star weak foot. He doesn't have that. You want them to be able to score long shots quite easily. He's not really the best at that with it being low, and his passing ability was kind of atrocious for him. So for me, I think he's a mid-risk card. It's still a nice card to try out, but he's not going to be the top tier best of the best striker. But this card can absolutely be one of them goated cards right here. Find out if this card is wondrous, mid, or doo-doo. Yeah.